Don't forget, guys, like and subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching. It helps me out massively. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Good morning, good evening, or good night, depending on what time you're watching. Sniper here, and it's time for my newest video. What is up, Stealth Squad? How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome. Alright, guys, so thought I'd give you a little update video. So last night, just before reset, we got our first 25 million player. As you can see, Ray has got that fancy little outline. Not bad. And we have in total, let's have a little look-see. We have 23 people who now have the frame just beforehand. I did push a little bit last night, so I am now third in BP. I got a little bit more to push, but I'm still not quite at that 25 million stage. I really am going to try and be one of the first 10 people in it. I just love the look of it, as a lot of people do. And not just that, when they type, you get that little thing going around the outside, the border and whatnot. So I'm really trying to push for that. Hopefully, I can get that maybe in the next couple of days. So let's give you a little update of how the state is doing. Well, we have just got our first round of, what's it called? The Coliseum. So the Coliseum started Monday, of course. Thankfully, I got a little bit of help. I was struggling at, I think, level 40 or 45. And the other person was struggling at, and Hollywood was struggling at 50. So this is a nice little tactic. If you are struggling at a level and you're not quite strong enough, and someone else is also struggling at that level, when one of you requests, the other one can help. And if you do complete it, then both of you will complete that level. So that's what we done. When we got stuck at 50, I requested, he started it, I joined his, and then we both done 50. Then same at 55, then same at 60. Ray didn't need any help. He literally just plowed through the whole 60 of them on his own, just soloing it over and over again. And then we started trying to help these guys try and get a little boost so that they could help the next lot, and so on and so forth. So what we tried to do was kind of make it where I personally was helping between like level 25 and 40. Ray's gonna be helping 40 to 60, same as Hollywood. And then everyone else who has started catching up with that will start helping, let's say, 10 to 25 and so on and so forth. Just so we've got enough requests to be able to help some of the other people who need the help to progress. So that's what we started doing last night. Hopefully later tonight this will look a lot more leveled out as people start getting their helps by the higher players. Then obviously we have still been working very hard at our towers. We connected to all 4 of the level 1 ACs, and we're getting a good amount of resources from that. We have just connected to our first level 2 AC last night, and we are starting to work our way to the second level 2 AC. So, of course, them little icons, this is how I actually judge where to go. So quite often you'll see these all zigzagged across, and I'll be seeing where I can place the towers. Like, I checked if I could go across to here and then go up here and go round to see if I could get all of those. But the problem was sometimes, like for instance, when you connect to this one, unfortunately the tower ends about here, so then you'd miss out on a couple of squares. But what I do is I do it on going in like 3 different routes and then check where I can get the most amount of nodes. And funny enough, the best one was actually going straight forwards. I'd be able to get that metal, that wood, and then there's that metal and that metal. So I get 5 of them in total. If I went round the top, I only connected to 4. If I went round the bottom, going round, I only connected to 4. So obviously, I knew that the worst part was the length. I could go side to side, but the length was the worst part. So I tried going a bit zigzaggy, and as I said, the best route was literally just go in a straight line on this one. On some of the others, you will notice they go a little bit pear-shaped, because I noticed that a different route goes a little bit better. So That's how we've been working out. So we're halfway through going to that level 2, and then we've got to go to that level 2, and then all the level 1s and level 2s will be done. And we're hoping to get all the towers done before the level 1s are even open. If we can do that, then we've got so much time just to collect gold, put it into resources, and push this tech. We're trying to push this tech as quickly as possible. We just maxed out the first alliance members to bring new members in, and obviously we're gonna start focusing that one next. In 20 minutes, I'll start getting everyone to start pushing that. And then we've been focusing the rally cap over the stats due to, obviously, the worst thing ever is when you do a rally of 600k, and because you can only have 5 joiners in the fight, then you end up getting stuck with only 350k or whatever being in there. It's happened so many times in old states, so do make sure you do get that rally cap. It's a lot better than getting a couple of percentage on the stats, honestly. Now, obviously, as you can see, there are a lot of people starting to progress. We have seen some new players enter the state who are really pushing, and they've only just joined. For instance, I saw a 3 million player who has already got VIP 8 earlier. So obviously he has a lot in his backpack ready to go crazy for that SOTF. Yes, SOTF is coming. It is in 1 day and 13 hours. I can't wait for the first SOTF. I don't have loads to push, but I do have some. I'm trying to save up a little bit because I want to get something like top 5. I'm not going to be trying to get first, second, or anything like that. I might even save up a little bit longer. The main thing I want to do is get that 25 million frame. Now, of course, we have had a change in some of the rankings. For instance, you won't see PSW anymore. Sadly, they did not work out. Their players started getting divided and they started spreading across a lot of other alliances. But we have had some solid contenders really pushing recently and really getting up in power. For instance, WNX, that's a Russian alliance. They have been pushing. They seem very active and friendly, chatting. We haven't had, thankfully, we haven't had a big confrontation in this state. The only thing we've had is like random VIP ones be a little bit racist inside the state chat and stuff like that. But no one going around burning. Obviously, them sort of people we just block, we ignore. You get those in every state, just trolls making silly little accounts. But yeah, this alliance was very active this morning, chatting in state chat, very friendly. I like to see that. Obviously, TAD has always been very active and chatty. They pushed quite a lot recently. We've seen a couple of their players really grow in BP, going really well. But yeah, as I said, this state so far has been extremely nice, friendly, and not just that, we have just created state rules. Bear with me, I am going to get this up. So, state rules did get created. The votes went out yesterday. We were waiting till this morning. Finally, this morning, as you can see, this got posted about 2 hours ago. But this is the state rules which we have finally voted on and chose. So obviously, as every state has, no racism, sexism, any sort of thing like that. No one likes any of that. So that straight away is just no. That's in every state, of course. Then we have got a NAP for the top 15 alliances. I'm not a massive fan of that because then it usually means that 16th alliance onwards can get targeted. So personally, I prefer ally with alliances like number 16, like number 20, things around there, because obviously there's no point me my alliance allying with alliances 2 to 15. They're already protected by the NAP rule, so there's no point allying them to try and give them a little bit of protection. So I like to protect some of the more active lower alliances by allying with them personally. The next one is obviously you can only 3 attack someone or 1 rally them per alliance within 24 hours. So it tries to stop people just on like giving a massive onslaught on someone. It even says this rule stays in place during KE. We don't want one of those things where when KE comes, everyone goes nuts. Players with the default survivor name or who are tagglers are not protected. Unfortunately, that was a thing. I personally think if they're inside the Alliance territory, they should still be protected because they might have just been removed for some random reason, bit inactive for a little while or whatnot. They're unprotected, then they get burnt. I am not a fan of that, so I'd probably protect the ones which are inside the territory still. Attacks on alliance buildings are not allowed unless they're blocking ACs, of course. Proof must be provided and a 24-hour wait given. Obviously, that is where the R5s or R4s will discuss messaging each other about the towers. Attacks on the grey zone is a no-no. Wall breaker can be used during CC events. Obviously, that is if the wall breaker is out during the things. Attacks on alliances actively participating in events, horde trap are not permitted. Obviously, don't bully. They're busy doing something. That's just mean. Bunkers. You can only go 2 bunkers or 1 facility. You must rally them, and all bunkers are available to all alliances to register. Alliances can only occupy one side of the bunker. It's a nice, fair rule. Makes it where there's plenty of space for everyone. You're not just hoarding the whole entire thing. And obviously, you get more rewards when you're doing the rallying. There is no rule on the amount of towers the border on analysis center. However, you must not block off another alliance. That means if you do have too much around it and someone does want to come through and obviously sends you a message, then it's your fault for putting so many there. You have to remove some. Tile hitting is prohibited unless it's in alliance territory. Tile hitting is permitted during KE. So obviously no tile hitting unless it's KE or if you're farming in someone else's territory. There will be a statewide nap for 24 hours following CC, SVS, KE, just things like that. So of course we are trying to make it where it is. There's still a little bit of fighting, but only the bare minimum. We don't want to be burning the state, and obviously we will be helping people to enforce these rules to make sure that obviously no one is being silly. But as I said, so far the alliances have been very friendly and great communication. The state chat can get very active, and recently we have started using the state Discord voice chat. A couple of people have been in there during the nights chatting, getting along. Hopefully, the whole state will come together and really work well together. As I said, there hasn't been much burning. There was a few kills on one player because he originally was being, a bit iffy. So people did kind of burn him. He was a bit of a spender, and we don't want him in this sort of state. Everyone else, as I said, has been really friendly, and it's been going really well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this update of State 1284. Stay tuned for the next one. And if you haven't already seen it, I have started posting these inside here so that people can get up to date with it. It will show people, obviously. It has a little storyline for everyone to check out. So if you go onto there, you will see a storyline for this. Okay, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully, I shall see you guys next time. I'm going to answer the phone. Much love to you all, and have a good night, guys. Peace.